Like, it was like the fakest friendship I ever had. Like, I can't argue. We just had to fight because I'm gonna start screaming, I'm gonna start crying. We always got into it about little stuff, and people would peep that because you doing too much. Mind y'all, this is her. I pushed her and I walked, and she was going off at the mouth. And even if I did run, if you really was about that, you had ran behind me, and like, they just all hyping her up. I didn't run as she said I did. Y'all hyping her up to get beat up, or like, what y'all hyping her up for? Because okay, hey y'all, it's J Lil Real. Y'all already know who this, who it ain't. Difficult. I don't know why you love me. You got it bad, you got it bad for me, babe. And as y'all can see by the title, as y'all can see by the thumbnail, I'm gonna be doing a story time. I ain't never did a story time. I don't believe I did, but if I did, I don't remember. But I'm gonna be doing a story time about my first fight. This fight happened in 7th grade, and here we are 4 years later trying to tell what happened. But I just feel like this is just for content. If the person that I had got in an altercation with ever signed this video, it's not really an issue. It's just for my channel. And yeah, I mean, if you take it how you want to take it, then I mean, that's on you. But I'm going to tell y'all what happened, and I'm gonna try to go into details because this was 7th grade. This is my first fight. I'm not really sure like if I knew how to fight because it happened so quick, and the story about it is really quick, so like, it's not that much to it. And I think I have a video. It's not of us fighting, but it's of the girl after we got done. And I have to find it because it's been, like I said, 4 years ago, and the person that sent it to me, it was 4 years ago, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. But if I do, I'm gonna make sure I insert that for y'all because y'all need to see what really happened, even though it ain't really like the video of us fighting. But I'm gonna be telling y'all what happened, y'all. Like, it's just so much tea y'all finna get in one video. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram and my TikTok. Y'all going up on my TikTok. We hit, I mean, well, y'all going up on my TikTok and my Instagram, we're not gonna lie. I'm just going up a little more on Instagram than I am on TikTok, but I need to go up on all. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow both of my social media platforms. Yeah, we finna get straight into this video. Okay, so basically, me and this girl, like, we just never, okay, we gotta think of a name because I can't just keep calling her this girl. Okay, me and, we don't call her Bows. We don't call her Bows because she used to love bows a lot back in the 7th grade, and that's what I used to always remember, like, about her bows, because she always used to wear them. So me and Bows, we really had this fake friendship. Like, it was never a genuine friendship with me, like a genuine time with me and her. Like, we always just had, like, just going at it. Like, one day we friends, one day we not. Everybody knew, like, the friendship was never there. Everybody knew, like, we always got into it about little stuff, and people would peep that. Like, we would always just be arguing over little stuff, y'all. And both of our names start with a J. And let me tell y'all, we both had the same lunchbox. The same lunchbox with the same letter on it from Justice. Y'all know how we used to get lunchboxes from Justice back in the day. But we had the same, like, lunchbox. And that used to, like, irk me. Like, I don't like you and you want to come here with the same thing. Like, that really irked me. So, like, we was friends, but we wasn't. Like I said, it was like a fake friendship. Sometimes we would sit by each other in class. We used to come up with little raps, y'all. It was just like... I don't know, it kind of like, I don't know, the friendship was just very weird. Like, it was like the fakest friendship I ever had. Like, I wouldn't even call it a friendship at this point because it was not a friendship if we always talking about each other, arguing. Every time we argue, got something to say about each other's mothers or something, about how we look or something. That's not friendship. That's like, you're my enemy. So, like, I would just say associate, but it wasn't associate because we talked on it like daily, but it's just like we didn't like each other. I don't know why we could connect and just keep it like cordial and not have to bicker or fight about anything. So the first time we almost got into a fight was we had went to the bathroom. It was time to go to the bathroom or whatnot, and we was both in there at the same time, and she was going off at the mouth. and I had pushed her like, girl, like, and mom, you watching, like, I'm not even no type bully, but she was just talking too much, like, and I just don't like people that talk too much. Like, if you gonna talk a lot, make sure your hands match that mouth, because I don't want to keep going back and forth. I'm not the type to keep going back and forth, because one thing about me, when I argue, like, it escalates real quick. Like, I can't argue, we just have to fight, because I'm gonna start screaming, I'm gonna start crying. It's just, I can't argue, I can't keep going back and forth, because that's building up my anger every time you say something. And you ain't gotta say nothing smart, but we going back and forth, you're just irking me. So, like, we can't even do none of that talking. We just gotta fight right in there, like, literally, like, none of that. We have to just run it up. So, yeah, I had pushed her in the bathroom, I walked away, and she claimed, like, mind y'all, this is her. I pushed her and I walked. I didn't run as she said I did. If I ran, I would have been out the restroom 2 seconds ago, but I wasn't. I walked off, and you could, and even if I did run, if you really was about that, you had ran behind me and did something about that, or you have caught me lacking, but you didn't. So that's not even an excuse. You want to say I ran, I did this, that, and the third, but then again, you could have had the opportunity to come get your lick back. Like Razor stated, you could have got your lick back.
My opinion, you gotta get your lick back.
No, baby, but you did it, so that was no scary in me if I did what I did. But you didn't do what you do. You didn't do what you had to do. You didn't solve that push. You didn't. So why are you talking about somebody scary? Because if I was scary, I would have pushed you. Like, what? Now that we 4 years later, I'm just thinking about it. How was I scared? But I made a move. But you claim I ran off, but you didn't come behind me to do nothing. Cause I know somebody pushed me and they walk off after that or run off. Oh, I'm going behind you, because don't put your hands on me. I'm pushing you harder. I'm gonna run and bump into you, and you're gonna be on the floor, because we're not finna do none of that. Like, no, you're not finna hit me and think you finna just, oh, so run off with that, baby. No, you're not. So then we had got back into class or whatever, and I guess she was just mad, so I guess she didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. And that was fine, because like I said, it was never real, so I didn't care if we talked or not, because she was never my friend. I had other friends to talk to anyway, but she was just like my friend for that class. And I had other friends in the class, but like our like times were like interesting. Like, they was funny, but I still didn't like her, like, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, so we gonna just go ahead to the day that we got into a fight, because I can't really sit up here and remember everything that happened in between the time up until we got into the fight, because that's like the whole year worth of stuff. So yeah, so the day of the fight, y'all, I was not even supposed to be at school the whole day. I wanted to go home because I was feeling sick. I was feeling like very sick, so I had called my grandmother. And I was like, could you come get me, because I don't feel good and stuff like that. And she was taking forever to come get me. And little do she know, she took that long and got a call from school that I got into a fight. But if you would have came a little earlier, we could have prevented the whole situation of me having to fight. Because I didn't plan on getting into a fight. The girl was just like, you know how a person just pushed you to the limits. I was never planning on getting into a fight, because I'm not even a fighter unless I have to. Like, I'm not just going around like just want to fight. That's never the case. And I always say I want to fight. All my friends and my mom know I say I want to fight, but I'm not a fighter. I only fight unless it's necessary. So anyways, I don't think me and the girl had class. Well, me and Bose had class together that day. So me and Bose didn't have class together that day. So we had the class that I went in, she was in there before me, and I sat at her desk, I think, and she had left something on her desk, like her belonging, like a headband or something, like a bow. And me being me, I know I probably kind of started it, and I'm not gonna lie, that probably was bad and a little sneaky move. But like I said, this was 4 years ago, so it's over and done for, like, for real. Her headband, I had broke it because I just, like, I don't know why I broke it. I just felt as if I felt like she didn't need it anymore. Like, I know, like, I should have probably broke her headband, but I did. So I broke it, and then that day we had like a little pep, well, not a pep rally, we had connections, which is like dance, art, or whatever, y'all know, that's whatever y'all call it, but we call it connections. So we had connections, but like we didn't have to go to the class that day. They just brought everybody in the gym, and we just stayed in there for that connection. So when I had saw her in the gym and stuff like that, I had went up to her and I was like, who broke your headband? Because like I seen it in the class broke. And she instantly started blaming it on me, and I'm like, no, I didn't break your headband. Which I did, y'all. I know that's bad. Don't bash me in the comments, but yeah, I was like, no, I didn't. How you gonna sit up here and tell me that I broke your headband? Baby, was you there when that happened? Was you there when anything went down? No, you wasn't. So you automatically blaming it on me, but you want to be my so-called friend but want to blame it on me. What if I was just coming to tell you somebody broke it? Because I know you like your rolls and stuff. So what if I was just coming to tell you that, but you want to sit up here and say, oh, Jayla broke my headband, Jayla broke my headband? So I'm like, all right, girl, here's your headband. And I gave it to her or whatnot. Well, I didn't even give it to her. I just had walked off because she was just like doing it up. So I was like, okay, since you want to do all that yelling and stuff, try to do the boast in front of everybody, I went and threw it in the trash because you doing too much. Now, like, what is you doing? Why are you doing all that yelling and barking? Like, you doing too much of all of that. That, like I said, I don't do too well with none of that yelling. I don't do too well with arguing. So if you ever want to just fight or just get down like or anything, we can't argue. We can't go back and forth, because that's not good for me. And it's not good for you either. Like, just get it over with. Like, a lot of people go on Instagram Live, and I had a situation like this too before, when you go on Instagram Live and just go back and forth and just entertain people. Like, just fight. Why do we have to do any of all that? Why can't we just, like, and I feel like fighting don't solve it, because one person gonna lose and they probably gonna want another round. So like, fighting don't really solve nothing at all. So I threw it in the trash, and that's when she got like really mad or whatever, and she just started yelling. And she had like, we had a whole friend group, like we was all friends. Like, it was me, her, two other girls, they twins, and then another friend, and then another friend. So it was all of them, and like they just all hyping her up, and I'm like y'all hyping her up to get beat up, or like what y'all hyping her up for? Because for one, not age, size don't matter, but you're like literally like, you're like this, and I'm like this to you. Like, that's just how small she was. Like, I'm not, okay, I was not this big. Okay, maybe we over exaggerate. I was like this to you. Like, and you were like sitting up here trying to fight me, and I feel like, honestly, I know better than to fight somebody that's like 5 times my size. Cause like, she was like 5'3", maybe around 80-70 pounds. So I'm like, and I'm probably like 5, well, I said she 4'3", I meant 4'3". I don't know if I said, I probably said 5'3", but she was 4'3". Okay, maybe not 4'3", but like 4'7", 4'8", and around 80-70 pounds. And I'm probably like 5'4", 114. This was 7th grade, so I know I was much smaller than what I am now. 114, maybe 120-ish. So you want to fight me? Like, what makes you think that? And I'm not just saying like size don't matter, because people can have a little muscles on them, you feel me? But I just knew, like, we 2 different sizes, and I just feel like I could just like, you like, you know, like, that's just not even no type of, it should have never been no fighting. And like, no, like, that was just never, that never should have happened. So they over there talking some go slap her, this, that, and the third. And y'all, like I said, like I mentioned, I was sick, so I was not having that. So she just doing all the yelling behind my back, some stuff. You need to stop bringing this stuff, you do too much, this, that, and the third. Like, we really gonna sit here and do this all over a headband when you probably got a whole collection at the house? Because every day you come with a new hairstyle. Well, we not gonna do that. Every day you come with a new hair bow, or like a little bow. And the bows was cute. I just felt like we were like, okay, I was probably on my bully. Like, I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie, but she was also coming at me. I had my reasons to why I didn't like her. She had her reasons to why she didn't like me, and I had my reasons to why I didn't want to fight her. She had her reasons to why she wanted to fight me. So it was never like a bully type jump, because she always held her stuff, but she never did nothing about it. But she always ran her mouth about it though, but she never did nothing. So I'm just like, girl, you doing too much. Like, you yelling, everybody looking. I'm like, girl, you wasting my time, because you know you is not finna beat me. So like, why are we even here right now? And then the people that's like, go slap her, went to go tell the teacher. So why would you tell somebody to slap her? Because you didn't want your friend to get beat up. So that's exactly why you had to go tell the teacher. You knew what was up. That's exactly why you went to go tell the teacher. And the teacher get on the microphone. Ain't no fighting in here. If you fighting, you gonna be suspended. If you're a teacher. Teachers should do more than sit up here and talk on the microphone. You need to go investigate, see what's gonna happen. Because talking on the microphone not stopping nothing that's happening up there. Microphone don't matter right now. That does not matter. What if somebody try me, what you say don't matter. What's gonna happen, what's gonna go down matters. So it's like, what was your point? Your words right now never matter. So it's like, why would you sit up there and say that? Why would you even go tell, for one, when you just told her to slap me? That's just so like dumb. Why go tell? Like I said, they knew what was up. That's why they went and go told on us to go stop it, because they knew their friend Boast was gonna get beat up. So they went to go tell. Like, it makes sense when you talk about it. Like, so they went to go tell and stuff, and I'm just sitting down in the bleachers, and she just behind my back, probably right here to me. Like I said, she real short, maybe a little over, because she not like just babyish short. Like, she not just like like that short, but she probably was right here yelling, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm sick, congested, barely can breathe. So what makes you think I want to waste my breath? Probably get hot, can't breathe no more after fighting you. And then so she went on and on and on and on, and it wouldn't stop. So I'm like, girl, at this point we can just fight, because you talking too much. So I got up and I turned around, and we just started fighting, because I said, wow, like, you not finna. No, I was sick of all that yelling. Like I said, I can't stand for somebody to yell at me, especially if you're a child. Baby, we not doing none of that. Especially when we're the same age, baby. You're not finna yell at me. So we gonna cancel that out right now. So I was like, no, you're not yelling at me. Your other friends or your other people might allow that, but I won't. So I got up and did what I had to do. And the fight was only like 2 seconds, because the people that went and told on us was the ones breaking it up. And y'all, when I tell you, I don't know why she was so mad. She was literally crying after the fight, and I was just laughing. Like, I literally was sitting there laughing. Like, I was laughing. And the only reason I feel like I wasn't upset or like crying, because y'all, like I said, when I'm mad I cry. So the reason I wasn't really upset or crying about it, because I know I didn't get beat up, and I know this was not worth it. Like, that's why I didn't want to fight her. That's why I just let her keep yelling. But then I was like, I was getting tired of that. So I had, like, she was calling me all type of reasons. I'm like, yeah, now we finna run our favorite. We finna have this fight. We finna fight, because you not finna call me out my name, and you not finna yell at me. So I'm like, all right, we finna do what we gotta do. And we did that. Like, it was done for her. Like, and I was on the dance team at the school, and when I went down to they said the 2 people that was fighting come down, the dance teacher said to herself, oh, I know you not fighting. Like, girl, do you want to fight? Because I never liked the dance teacher either way. Anyway, I didn't never like her either, because she always threw 6 shots at me. Like, that dance teacher was so much of a hater, baby. That dance teacher was should have never been a teacher. She was too rude. And I know dance coach is supposed to be hard on you, because you wanted to make sure the team looking good, but not to the point where you just making a child feel like uncomfortable to be around you, or like even be there for practice. Like, she was just too rude. and I didn't like her. And at the beginning when I started the team, of course I liked her, because of course she put on this little front that makes it seem like she was this nice little teacher. Yeah, she was rough on us, but eventually she got a little too rough and gave, like, I just had to leave the whole team because it was not good for me and me. Like, she always tried to like embarrass me, and like, that's what we're not gonna do. That, like, she had plenty of times where children wanted to fight her. That's how slick of a mouth she had. Like, kids shouldn't even want to like try to fight a teacher, but when you push a child to that point, I would never ever fight a teacher, but like, you just can't keep playing with kids like you they mama or something. But y'all, that's the end of the story time. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below what videos I want to see next, and like what story times y'all might want to see, because y'all know I'm coming back with that heat. I'm coming back with anything I can think of, because I've been off, like I've been slacking off like bad, and that's sad because I've really been trying to get mother's house for the longest, and then like I keep delaying the process with being inconsistent and just not keeping up with what I need to do, you feel me? But it's most so like laziness and not knowing what to post altogether. But I'm coming back because I got to get what I deserve on YouTube, and I promise you. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and follow my Instagram and my TikTok, and make sure y'all comment down below if y'all enjoyed this. Comment down below how y'all feel and that, and tell me what y'all want to hear next, because I've had plenty of stories in my life, plenty of like things in my life that I can tell y'all about. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, as I always say, and I'll see y'all in my next video.
I'm taking a video, fuck that.